Name for record purpose for our viewer who are watching us.
Dr. Said Sanusi Olakunle from Federal University Geshua. I'm in the 66th conference of the National Nigeria Economic Society of Nigeria.
What do you take home from this, your conference and 66th anniversary?
Well, going by the theme of the conference, Rethinking African Development, major take home at this conference is that government of Africa, particularly Nigeria, needs to think out of the box for us to make our economics to be great and for us to sustain the resources that this country is endowed with.
Nigeria has been facing economic challenges, and the 66th anniversary is coming today. So what do you think Nigeria, as economists, we can achieve our goals comes?
Yes, as an economics, we have been able to come up, particularly those of us from the academics, we have been able to come up with a lot of policy and a recommendation. So there is a need for the political arm of the government to have a synergy with the academia and bring out those recommendations that can actually bail out this country. I believe if those recommendations are taken, particularly the ones that are coming from this conference, this country will be better for it again and will be great as the giant of Africa.
Former Minister of Finance, Nkoso Kutubila, he came of recent to Nigeria and give a kudos to our president that he's literally getting it right. So what is your takes? Are you telling me that the administrative of Bola Ahmed Tinubu is really shaping Nigeria?
Yes, I actually, I'm in concur with Okonjo-Iweala in our visit to the president. The government of the day is actually trying, and it has started very well, because for something to be good, it's just like when you want to cook, you have to heat the pot, which is very high temperature before you now have the meal. So we have gone through a policy that's stealing a lot of Nigerians. So the period we have to give the government that confidence, so that we will be able to get the dividends of what the policy is. We are getting there. He has been able to do a lot of things. We have infrastructural development from the south of the country. Roads are being opening. We have agricultural sector. Last year, food prices was very high, but currently the food is coming down. So the gain of that policy is coming. So let's give the Mr. President, let's give him the confidence. He's getting it right, but it also needs the support of the citizen. Me and you, we need to support him.
Thank you.
Professor Mrs. Ifoma Stella Madueme. I'm one of the vice presidents of the Nigerian Economic Society.
Today has been a remarkable day, 66th annual conference for the Nigeria Economic Society. What way forward? Because Nigeria is passing a lot of economic challenges, and where we have a professor and doctor in economics in Nigeria. What's the way forward now?
Okay, our theme has been on rethinking Africans' development. We know we have tried a lot of things in Nigeria, so this conference has looked at the various policies we have made so far, and then found some lapses, and then in this conference we are still interested in the development of our nation because of so many things that are going wrong. So we are looking at issues on how to solve these problems. So we are talking about more of transforming the economy by allowing a private-led sector form of development that might be better for us, maybe more efficient in the long run, so that some of the indices that have been on the negative side, will change for the better. So,
for this present administration, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, our former Minister of Finance, Nkoso Kutubila, came all the way from where he was working in the United States under the UN umbrella, and he gave a recommend that the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has to fix Nigeria within the short period. What is your take on it as an economist?
Okay, fixing Nigeria over a short period.
Yes.
Well, we have seen some positive indices with respect to the stabilization of the naira per se. That is compared to how it was maybe it was quite volatile, in the past. So we've seen some positive achievements in that area, and also even our some other indices also have also achieved some have been on the positive side, for these few years. But we still have a long way to go. We are still unemployment rate is still high, and so many other social indicators and so on. But at least we have seen some positive trends in some areas. So but maybe not to the extent that Okonjo-Iweala now recommended. But we cannot say that there is no positive thing that this particular government has achieved. We can't say that there are positive indices. So in the area of even the foreign exchange reserve, has increased, and there's some positive things that have been done, and some infrastructure that even in the area, the oil sector has improved in terms of the fact that the private sector, has come in, and then even the refineries, have been fixed, and some of them, and so on. So those are some positive indices that we have.
Thank you.
So thank you.
It's Ahmed Sani, an economist by profession from Prince Abubakar Audi University. And just currently I'm the director JUPEB.
All right, today has been a remarkable day.
Exactly. In the history of
Nigeria
Economic Society. Yes.
And the new president who just, and the past president who just has come to grace this event, and
exactly.
the new inducted
So
what's
member.
our takes from
Yes, you see, one thing about economic society, it's not just a name, but it's just a process. As we all know, economics is not just body of knowledge, but it's knowledge put in practice. No society survives without knowledge of economics. Like our newly inducted past president said, for you to practice economics very well, you must also understand the intricacies of the political environment. So it's a message we are taking home. As we will go back home, we will now go back with the knowledge of not just the knowledge of economics, but also the knowledge of how political economics really have impact on the society, not just the knowledge of economics.
So Nigeria from the economic challenges.
Yes.
So in what area do you know the Nigeria society, economic society has imparted this administrative of
Yes, if you see, Nigerian economics has always been at the pathfinding, at the fourth position in anything that has to do with economic policy of this country. We have been trying to put everything in place. It's not the economic policy that has failed, but it's just the implementation. Like you all understand, if as a medical doctor you can prescribe, it's left for the patient to take the drug. Economic policy has been rolling out very well. We have been rolling out economic policy, but the problem is implementation. And like I make reference back to our inaugurated leader this morning, from what he said, it's not just coming with the economic theories. It's not economic knowledge from what you study in the school. Having PhD from Imperial College, from London School of Economics is not the issue. But you must first of all understand what is happening in the political terrain and incorporated that into our economic model for us to solve it very well. That is why the go forward is incorporating the political understanding of our economy into the economic model. That is exactly what we need. Thank you. God.
Can we meet you formally? Your name for the corporation.
I'm Dr. Moses Tule, a former director of Monetary Policy at the Central Bank of Nigeria and fellow of the Nigerian Economic Society. Now, I'm in the real sector of the economy. I produce fertilizer.
All right, today is the 66th annual conference of the Nigerian Economic Society.
Absolutely.
And some have been inducted to the chamber. So, what is our take on Nigeria we see in this time of economic crisis in Nigeria?
The, every country needs economists. If we actually had listened to what Dr. Shamsuddin Usman, the chairman for today's session, did say, he spoke about the refining the curriculum of economics, and that's globally, not just in Nigeria, to make the economic profession more relevant to everyday situation. So the economists that have been inducted into membership of the Nigerian Economic Society are be given a greater challenge to know that they have to their studies or the profession extends far beyond what they've been taught in the classroom. They have to widen the horizon of learning to include uh, issues that will provide solution to the problems of the country. So it's beyond what is studied in the classroom. I think that's a key take home that we have to look at.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Sir, you will have your class.